So my name is Khadijah Ali-Coleman. I am the creative director of Liberated Muse. We are so happy to be here for this, our fourth time here, with my sisters Khadijah Z and Lynn Artepe and our fantastic band. But before we get started, I wanted to tell you a little story. My great-grandmother, Susie Lewis, born in Mississippi in the late 1800s to two parents who were offspring of enslaved mothers, was living in Ruston, Louisiana in the 1930s with an urgent need to leave Louisiana. Her husband, the late Ira Andrew Lewis, there's a school named after him, by the way, in Ruston, Louisiana, had just died. She had only a small amount of money to her name. She wanted to go cross-country to California where some of her kin lived, but she only had enough money to make it to Washington, D.C., where she knew a few people. My great-grandmother, with my great-grandfather, Ira Andrew Lewis, had opened over a half-dozen schools in Louisiana through Rosenwald funding. She had accomplished the feat of being an educated woman who was a teacher, as well as the mother of 4 children. She trained dozens of teachers and students, yet when she arrived in Washington, D.C., she could not find work without local recommendation. The only work she could find was as a housekeeper. When hired for an office job a few years later, despite her remarkable educational and professional background, she was only given the opportunity to work as the assistant to those less qualified. This story is one of several from our ancestors and elders who were part of the Great Migration in this country. Our ancestors and elders who are descendants of people who were once enslaved have endured so many incidences marked with discrimination, terrorism, violence, and injustice. Many of us, their descendants, have experienced the same. But our stories, our histories, don't begin nor end with slavery, with the civil rights era, or with our current landscape of police violence and over-incarceration. Our presentation tonight, titled Voices of Freedom and Resistance, is both a celebration of the African-American presence in the United States and a reality check. Coley, Lynn, and I, we are Liberated Muse. This evening, we will share poetry from my book, The Summoning of Black Joy, along with original music and some cover songs you may have heard before. And we have curated an evening of reflection, of solidarity, and honesty as we touch upon the ways that Black people in America have manifested freedom and resistance within some of the most hopeless and God-forsaken situations that have met us along the way. We honor our ancestors through song and spoken word, and we implore you to join us when the Spirit moves you. Not necessarily come on stage, y'all. Thank you so much for sharing space with us today. Mama, I feel you under my feet. Mama, I feel your heartbeat. Hey, 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 oh. Hey, 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 oh. Mama, I feel you under my feet. Mama, I feel your heartbeat. Hey, 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 oh. Hey, hey, hey,
in the heart of the African landscape, beneath the vast star-studded sky, the drum was more than an instrument. It was the pulse of the people, the rhythmic language that connected souls across the vast expanse of land. Before the mid-Atlantic slave trade, the drum was the heartbeat of West Africa, a sacred force that reckoned through the fabric of life. In sacred gatherings under the sprawling baobab tree, the drum became an emissary between the earthly and the divine. It echoed the chants of elders, the stories of our ancestors, and the prayers for a harmonious existence. The rhythms were like whispers to the gods, a language only the initiated could fully comprehend. The drummers, the keepers of this sacred language, were revered as conduits between the tangible and the spiritual realms.
Yet, as a distant rumble of tragedy approached on the horizon, the drum also became a silent protest. The rhythmic patterns once filled with jubilant exuberance began to carry the weight of resistance. The drum was no longer just an instrument. It was a call to arms, a rallying cry against the impending darkness.
The drum was life.
I hear the drum of my people. I feel the beat in my bones, in my heart, in my soul, in my spirit. When I hear it, I am not alone.
They can't take away what is within me. In the depths of my body, the beat lives in my being. I shine, I smile, I am free. I am this rhythm, and it is me.
Bata 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 bata. African drum, take me home. African drum, take me home. African drum, take me home. Take me home.
African drum, take me home. African drum, take me home. African drum, take me home. African drum, take me home. African drum, take me home. African drum, take me home.
When I hear it, I am not alone.
The mid-Atlantic slave trade would later attempt to silence this powerful voice as shackles replaced the sacred rhythms, but the echoes of the drum still reverberate through time, reminding us of the people who found solace, unity, and resilience in the beating heart of their ancestral drums. The drum, a symbol of both sorrow and triumph, remains a testament to the enduring spirit of a culture that refused to be muted by the chains of history.
Our history did not begin with slavery.
Peace and blessings manifest with every lesson learned. If your knowledge were your wealth, then it would be well earned. If we were made in His image, then call us by our names. Most intellects, they don't believe in God, but they fear us just the same. Oh, on and on and on and on.
It keeps moving like a rolling stone.
Oh, on and on and on and on.
All night till the break of dawn.
Oh, on and on and on and on.
My cipher keeps moving like a rolling stone.
Oh, on and on and on and on.
Gee, damn it, I'ma sing my song.
Our magnificence is unmistakable, despite the chink and chain, stylized holding pens and never-ending litany of poisonous Jim Crow policies tossed into a soup that is always served cold. We have survived the dangling of death. We startle with the insistent brilliance, despite the unsettled rummaging through our bloodlines that still bear the strongest markings of our primordial lineage. Because of the inexhaustible coffers of dusk and dawn, defeat is unthinkable.
the river knows. It shares its secrets with the ocean, scriptured prophecy in the tongue of the djembe. We are blood linked, coronary pathways to each other. We pump our fists high, pounding air to find each other over the winding gulch of desert and valley. Let us pray, folding fingers into the psalms of one another, stretching high hair follicles, kissing the sun, channeling final instructions as we linger.
We design new strategy, foiling treachery, holding high tea with smiling oligarchs who wear our mother's teeth and our father's gold. Biding their time, we match their energy. We uncover fertile ground, chewing on the granules of seeds sprouting at the footfall of each of our fleeing family members who ran to save us, screamed to save us, jumped to save us. We sow and fertilize steel-toed convictions hefty enough to forward us into a future that has already predicted our sacred blooming.
Oh, on and on and on and on.
My cipher keeps moving like a rolling stone.
Oh, on and on and on and on.
You can't mess with me, so just leave me alone.
Ooh, on and on and on and on.
My cipher keeps moving like a rolling stone.
Oh, on and on and on and on.
And on and on.
In the shadows of oppression, where the chains of enslavement bound bodies but not spirits, a clandestine language was born, the Negro spirituals. Those mournful yet hopeful melodies were more than just songs. They were the coded whispers of a people yearning for freedom.
Follow the drinking gourd. Follow the drinking gourd. The old man is waiting for to carry you to freedom. Follow the drinking gourd.
Imagine the cotton fields stretching for miles, the relentless sun beating down on bowed backs. In those moments of toil and suffering, a clandestine symphony emerged. The spirituals were not just a solace for aching hearts. They were a secret lexicon, a covert communication woven into every note and lyric. Behind the veneer of apparent surrender, enslaved Africans forged a means of connection, of solidarity. The spirituals became a clandestine network, a roadmap of liberation in the invisible struggle against chains and bondage. A seemingly simple song could carry the weight of a coded message, telling of routes to freedom, warning of impending dangers, or sharing news from distant plantations. Follow the drinking gourd, they sang, a seemingly innocent directive concealing the North Star's guidance. Each verse held a map, a compass leading those who dared to dream of freedom. And when the overseer's watchful eyes loomed, the spirituals seamlessly shifted, becoming ordinary hymns, veiling their true intent from those who sought to suppress their essence. Follow the drinking gourd.
The drinking gourd. Follow the drinking gourd. For the old man is waiting for to carry you to freedom. Follow the drinking gourd.
When the sun comes back and the first quail calls, follow the drinking gourd. For the old man is waiting for to carry you to freedom. Follow the drinking gourd. Follow the drinking gourd. Follow the drinking
The past jars, but does not drown you into presence where freedom is promised. It detaches you from lasting whip of a white man's ownership, beckoning forth an unfamiliar lightness to spring from your heart and settle in your hair. And as your feet move automatically towards joy when stepping into freedom, it hopes you don't forget to check to see if the color of your freedom mirrors the cotton-colored beige of captivity. The dirt beneath your fingernails does the bidding of the past, whispering warnings you could hear if you only paused to listen, if only you would look up to heed warning. A blood-red sky offers a new horizon. This land remembers us long before we remember ourselves.
The old man is waiting for to carry you to freedom. Follow the drinking gold.
Slavery officially ended in the United States with the ratification of the 13th Amendment to the Constitution on December 6, 1865. The amendment states, neither slavery nor involuntary servitude, except as a punishment for a crime whereof a party shall have been duly convicted, shall exist within the United States or any place subject to their jurisdiction. Slavery ended as a result of the Civil War, a conflict primarily fought over issues of slavery and states' rights. The Union victory led to the abolition of slavery and marked a significant turning point in American history, promoting the principles of freedom and equality. Let us be free.
Yes, they rabbi sold I to the merchant ships, yeah. Minutes after they took I from the bottomless pit, but my hand was made strong by the hand of the Almighty. We forward in this generation triumphantly. Won't you help to sing these songs of freedom? 'Cause all I ever had, redemption songs, redemption songs. Emancipate yourselves from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our minds. Have no fear for atomic energy, 'cause none of them can stop the time. How long shall we kill our prophets while we stand aside and look? Some say it's just a part of it. We've got to fulfill the book. Won't you help to sing these songs of freedom? 'Cause all I ever had, redemption songs, redemption songs. Rushing fluids, clear yet muddied, quenching never enough, like water. Freedom stands at arm's length, laughing out loud at our goggles and swim caps, our multicolored bathing suits, ready to swim, ready to dive in, ready to be dipped and saved, to be saved, to be saved. Oh, freedom. Stop laughing. Put out this fire, this unwavering burning. Be salve and cooling, extinguisher of all that burns. Let us seep beneath your surface and lay deep. Cover us in your depths. Ocean us within your waves. Stop laughing at our tears. Be a balm. Be a balm of courage and conviction. Jewel a sacred stone and carry us as treasure to be protected, to be lightened from this heavy, rescued from this continuous drowning. Oh, freedom. In your murky vagueness, we seek light.
Emancipate yourselves from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our minds. Have no fear for atomic energy, 'cause none of them can stop the time. How long shall we kill our prophets while we stand aside and look? Some say it's just a part of it. We've got to fulfill the book. So won't you help to sing these songs of freedom? 'Cause all I ever have, redemption songs, redemption songs, these songs of freedom, these songs of freedom.
The period after slavery, particularly from the late 19th century to the mid-20th century, is commonly referred to as the Jim Crow era. During this time, racial segregation laws known as Jim Crow laws were enacted in the southern United States. These laws enforced racial segregation in public facilities, schools, transportation, and various aspects of daily life, perpetuating racial discrimination and inequality. Jim Crow, no more.
For the moment, you have a clue. You graft your dreams on sandy ground. What becomes when it falls down? Colorless, death inside, empty shell, nothing to hide, representing a social plan. Turn African into an invisible man. I can't see you. I can't see you. I can't see you. Perfect case of stolen life. All is erased, no sense of pride. Deep and bleak, this life you speak.
can't see you. I can't see you. Can't see you. I can't see you. I can't see you.
Lynching, the act of extrajudicial violence and murder, was tragically prevalent during this time. African Americans were often targeted by mobs with the intent to instill fear and maintain racial hierarchy. These acts were not only violent, but also aimed at preventing African Americans from exercising their civil rights.
Estimating the exact number of black people lynched during this Jim Crow era is challenging due to underreporting, lack of documentation, and the secretive nature of these acts. However, it is widely acknowledged that thousands of African Americans were victims of lynching between the late 19th and mid-20th centuries. The Equal Justice Initiative, which has extensively researched lynching in the United States, documented over 4,000 racial terror lynchings that occurred between 1877 and 1950. These acts of violence were aimed at maintaining racial hierarchy, but also the legacy of racial violence during this period continues to impact decisions on justice and equality in the United States. Ida B. Wells, also known as Ida B. Wells Barnett, was a significant figure during the Jim Crow era. She was an African-American journalist, suffragist, and early civil rights leader who made substantial contributions to the fight against racial injustice and lynching. Ida B. Wells became known for her investigative journalism that exposed the brutal realities of lynching in the South. In the late 19th century, she wrote extensively about the false justifications given for lynching, debunking myths that were often used to justify these acts of racial violence. Her groundbreaking work included publications like Southern Horrors, Lynch Law in all of its phases, which was released in 1892, and The Red Record that was released 3 years later in 1895. Her activism extends beyond her writing. She was co-founder of the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, the NAACP, and worked tirelessly for women's suffrage. Her courageous efforts to bring attention to the atrocities of lynching and her advocacy for civil rights have left an enduring impact on the struggle for racial equality in the United States.
Southern trees bear a strange fruit, blood on the leaves and blood at the root, black bodies swinging through the southern breeze, strange fruit hanging from the poplar trees, pastoral scene of the gallant South, the bulging eyes and twisted mouth, scent of magnolia, sweet and fresh, and then the smell of burning flesh. Here is the fruit for the crows to pluck, for the rain to gather,
for the wind to suck, for the sun to rot, for the trees to drop. Here is a strange and bitter crop.
It wasn't until the mid-20th century that the civil rights movement began to gain momentum, challenging segregation and racial injustice. In the soil of Mississippi, Fannie Lou Hamer emerged as a force of nature, a voice that could not be stifled. Through the brutality of voter suppression and the malevolence and injustice, she fought for the most fundamental of rights, the right to vote. Her words echoed with resilience. I am sick and tired of being sick and tired. A rallying cry that reverberated through the struggle for civil rights. Reclaim your thunder and your rage.
Cut me out of this prison. Hey, hey. Unstrap my wrists and let me down. Let free of my voice, hear me scream. Tear these walls around me down. 'Cause I feel the brimstone creep up and swallow me whole. I pull against these chains of captivity. I am losing control. Freedom, you claim to grant, but this ain't no freedom I feel nor see. 'Cause all I see around, yeah, is my tragedy. You tried to brainwash me. Reclaim your thunder and your rage from the sunken swamp of your insecurities where your true self knows no sunsets. Be informed that your joy cannot emerge into a land that bears the fruit of your complicit silence, that kills your spirit with each hollow nod each time you agree to a world that is committed to dismantling you whole, exiling joy from your vastness. Today, unshoulder the foreign weight that you have held without compensation, slipping your toes into the sands of satisfaction and self-understanding. Commit yourself to yourself, pledging allegiance to your right to be, to become, to enjoy, to discern, to discover, to recover, to ignite, to excite, to unleash, to design, and to find all that makes you marvel at the world that you have fantastically had a hand in creating. Reclaim your thunder and your rage. Defy all of the agents who seek to mute the lofty grace of your blossoming. Strip them of their permissions to manhandle your sweetness and discard your dignity. Keep close the password to further entry from the unworthy. Glory in your unabashed shining, for you are light eternal, beckoning the promise of bliss. Reclaim your thunder and your rage. Reclaim your thunder and your rage.
reclaim your thunder and your rage.
Ida B. Wells and Fannie Lou Hamer were but only two names of hundreds of African Americans who ushered in a new wave of activism aimed at garnering civil rights for Black people. From Ella Baker to Dorothy Height, Mary Church Terrell to Mary McLeod Bethune, Daisy Bates to Angela Davis, Septima Clark to Shirley Chisholm. We call your name.
We call the names of Audley Queen, Mother Moore, Melba Patillo Beals, Ruby Bridges, Gloria Richardson, Florence Ray Kennedy, Carlotta Walls Lanier, Marion Wright Edelman, Claudette Colvin, Miralee Evers Williams, and countless others who have used their platform for justice and freedom. On their shoulders, and because of them, still we rise.
You may write me down in history with your bitter, twisted lies. You may trod me in the very dirt, but still like dust I'll rise. Does my sassiness upset you? Why are you so beset with gloom? 'Cause I walk like I got oil wells pumping in my living room, just like moons and suns with the certainty of tides, just like hope springing high. Still, I rise. Did you want to see me broken? Bowed head, lowered eyes, shoulders falling like teardrops, weakened by my soulful cries. Does my haughtiness offend you? Don't you take it awful hard, 'cause I laugh like I got gold mines digging in my own backyard. You may shoot me with your words, you may cut me with your eyes, you may kill me with your hatefulness, but still, like air, I'll rise.
I hear the drum of my people. I feel the beat in my bones, in my heart, in my soul, in my spirit. When I hear it, I am not alone.
They can't take away what is within me. In the depths of my body, the peace lives in my being. I shine, I smile, I am free. I am this rhythm, and it is me.
Bata bata bata, 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 bata bata bata. African drum, take me home. 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 Take me.
How y'all doing? You doing well? Did you enjoy the show? I'm glad. Before I introduce this fantastic band, I want to give a shout out to someone who's in the audience. Ben Dawson is someone who helped compose this song, African Drum. Ben, can you stand up and wave to the people? He's been our producer for the past 15 years. He also has copies of the books, The Summoning of Black Joy, in case you want a copy that includes some of the poems that were presented tonight. We can be found online at liberatedmuse.com. And without further ado, let me tell you about these wonderful people that were up here with us tonight. On guitar, holding down the rhythm, and that funky blue guitar, all the way from Baltimore. In this crazy day where we went an hour without phones, right? Put your hands together for Bari Latulo. Again for Bari. Next, I'm going to introduce to you our drummer who is holding down the beats that you feel in your feet. DC's own. Give it up for Daruba Kenyatta. This is my buddy on this side of the stage with me. He has performed on so many stages across DC, across the world. One of the two graduates that we have on stage that attended the illustrious Duke Ellington School of the Arts. Please put your hands together for the funky bass man, Mike Pryor. Over here setting up fires. I love it. Yes. And our last but certainly not our least musician, all the way on the other side of the world of the stage with me. You have seen some of his work when you watched Black Panther, all of them, and you've seen the choreography of the drums and the dancers. We are so lucky to have with us drummer, DC native. Put your hands together for another graduate of Duke Ellington School of the Arts, Jabari Exum. Sister in poetry, coming all the way from Northern Maryland to be here with us. Please put your hands together for the talented Lynn Halstead. And beside her, beside me, Moni in the middle. Where she at? There's so much to say. Children's book author, jazz stylist, retired teacher, yes! Artist extraordinaire. Please put your hands together for my sister, Khadijah Z. Give him some on the mic, girl.
African drum, take me home. African drum, take me home. African drum, take me home. bata, 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 bata. African drum, take me home.
Yes! Woo! And I will introduce myself. I am Khadijah Ali-Coleman. I am very pleased to be here. We would like to thank the Kennedy Center. We have had the pleasure of having the Kennedy Center support so much of our work. We've had a residency here. We've been part of their extraordinary Page to Stage festival. Who in the house is a playwright? No one, but hey, it's okay, maybe watching. But the Kennedy Center has been such a beacon and a safe sanctuary for artists like us. You can learn more about me. I have the honor of being the Poet Laureate of Prince George's County, Maryland. I am also, thank you. I didn't say that to get your claps, but thank you, y'all. I wanted to say that because there is art happening all around us. It is now up to you when you vote in your local elections, when you are making decisions that know that the arts count on you. They count on you. And today's presentation, if anything, which resonated for you, is the importance that you have in making change in the world. So we thank you for coming out. We thank you for your support. Happy Thursday. Bye.
African drum, take me home. Hey, African drum, take me home. African drum, take me home. African drum, take me home. Take me home. When I hear it, I am not alone. Hey, hey, ooh. African drum, take me home. African drum, take me home. African drum, take me home. When I feel it, I am not alone. African drum, take me home.
Thank you for joining us at Millennium Stage.